Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton and we're going to be talking about holes number 11 and hole number 12 on the Get Set Go tournament. Of course, this is going to be the back nine of the final round. All right, finally we pick up a hole in one here on this difficult par 3. We're going to play a 1-to-1 adjustment and we're going to go with the blue ring over here by the rough line. Blue ring by the rough, and really what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to get this right before you switch to the grizzly. So you basically want to be at absolute minimum distance of your sniper and blue ring by the rough, but then you will adjust 1-to-1 and you're going to put almost 4 bars of backspin on it, but not quite. You'll see the backspin adjustment here. It's always hard to figure out exactly what to the decimal that is. Is that 3.8? Is it 3.7? It's somewhere in that mix. And then I'm trying to get this arrow here as straight as possible as I can. And then we're going to pull on a 1-to-1 adjustment, just like that. We hit perfect. Now, I don't know if this is luck or not, but, I mean, it comes in a little hot, and it comes into the right-hand side of the cup. But I made it 1 for 2. I hit both of my balls perfect, and the other one missed to the right of the cup. So that one's close. It's in the hole. The only thing that I can really think of, since it's coming in to the right-hand side of the hole, is you could add, just a baby amount of left curl. But you really can't go much there because you saw that I was a perfect pull, it looked like. But like I said, I did miss one to the right hand side, so this may be inconsistent depending on what type of bounce you get off that fairway. But you might want to add maybe just a touch of left curl to see if we can get that one to stop coming in right. I would not mess with left side spin. I tried that in practice and it was really throwing the shot off. So just straight up backspin and good luck. Okay, hole number 12 is a little bit different in the fact that this is really the first time we're getting hit with headwind on this hole that I can remember. So there's a couple different ways you can play it. One, I'm going to play it very aggressive. If you don't want to do that, you can always go, I guess I'll have to draw it up for you. I know this headwind is going to mess a lot of people up, and I say that because it's already messed my opponents up on their rough bumps. You could always lay up here, right? Then you could easily take an iron and just bounce it from this fairway towards the hole. Obviously, that's a much harder albatross, but it's a very safe way to pick up an eagle. So you would drive up here. Shot number 2, you would use your iron. You would bounce off here and go towards the hole. That's a very safe way. For me, final round, you know what? You might as well just go for it. I'm going to go 6 top, 3 bars of side spin to the left. Here, you're going to see I'm putting my yellow ring up on the plus 11 yard mark. We already know with basically 6 mile per hour headwind, I'm definitely going to be pulling into overpower. We'd like to be more around the plus 6 yard mark, but that's not going to be possible to set this shot up right. So we use a little bit of OP, use a little bit of curls to the left. We do get ourselves a nice shot. Now, the one thing here is we need some more overpower, or if you're playing with an extra mile 9 like me, we need to add a little bit more topspin to the shot. We do want to get at least over 370 yards, but we don't. We're 5 yards short. So we are still able to play a long iron rough bump, but, I do have the Goliath 9 here. So I'm going with, what was that, about 0.8 bars of topspin. It's hard to get down to the decimal, but it's almost 1, but not quite. Here, I got to pull this 2.5 rings because I'm pulling it 0% at max. And I'm right there at the end of my Goliath shelf life. So I am able to pull it exactly how many I'm supposed to at 0%. But here, we just needed a click more topspin and probably offset this one to the left-hand side of the cup. I will show you My other account, here I decided to go ahead and use a power 4 ball. If I'm breaking it down hole by hole like this, I figured why not just try and see what would happen. So here, yellow ring, right there at the plus 12 yard mark. Now you're going to see this ball only has side spin 2. I'm used to playing this hole with side spin 3. I make my adjustment. I'm not into overpower at all, which is nice. You see here that I go with more curl this time. I should have left it at the original curl amount. This here's too much curl, but it's still okay. I mean, we get the yardage that we want because we're using a P4 ball. That makes it a lot easier. But as you can see, if we push our drive too much harder, we're going to go into that rough. But we definitely like the yards. 376 is nice. Now, here's the bad news on shot number 2 is I took the wrong freaking bag with me. And I'm sitting here with the Grizzly. I want the Goliath, man, because I think with the Goliath, if we'd offset it to the left-hand side of the pin, perfect ball, we'd be looking really nice. But, you know, let this be a reminder to you. Make sure you have the right bag. Also, it lets you know the P4, you're even able to take the Grizzly rough bump on this hole. And some of you might even like that better. So you can see here, I'm checking the distance of my club. One top. Here you can see I do offset to the left-hand side of the pin this time. Get those trees out of your way. Pulling this one 0%, you know, you'll have to check the distance of your club to know what to pull at. But still, the left-hand side is good. The only reason that one rolled to the right is because it didn't come in fast enough. Use a little bit more top spin than me, and you can be looking at a really good opportunity to pick yourself up. Maybe a lucky hole-in-one on hole 11, and then pump out this albatross on hole 12. Best of luck, everybody. I'll continue playing along.